Has Marvel become so lazy when it comes to their ongoing properties? Is the quality of their films declining with every new entry? Let's find out. Hey guys, welcome to the Week at the Movies. My name is Sajin Shrijith, and today I'm reviewing Captain America Brave New World. There is a moment in this film where Anthony Mackie's Sam Wilson expresses concerns about carrying on with the responsibilities of Captain America. He begins to feel overwhelmed by everything that's been happening around him. Steve Rogers, played by Chris Evans, would have probably felt this way only after the events of the last two Avengers. Sam Wilson, however, already feels like he's dealing with issues that seem bigger than they already are. The strange thing here is we, the audience, don't feel anything. Stranger still is Marvel's attempt at getting us to give a damn about characters in this film that aren't compelling enough. Let's take the example of Phase 1 of MCU, which began with Iron Man. It cannot be complimented for having a groundbreaking story. Actually, this applies to MCU as a whole. But Robert Downey Jr.'s Tony Stark was written and performed in such a way that lured not only comic book fans but those unversed in the Marvel superhero mythology. Despite being a billionaire, Tony Stark drew people to him with his sardonic humor and intense magnetism. We cared what happened to him. His effect on us was instant and it was achieved in one film. The same cannot be said, that is, the ability to bowl us over in one film, of everyone else in Phase 1 of MCU, except maybe Mark Ruffalo's Bruce Banner. With others like Thor and Steve Rogers, we took some time to warm up to them, and Marvel gave them enough time to get us acquainted with them and their backstories. There's no denying the fact that Anthony Mackie is a likable, charming actor, but Marvel hasn't put in enough effort to make Sam Wilson as strongly endearing as some of his predecessors, despite having him appear in 6 films and an entire series. In Brave New World, Wilson keeps reiterating that he should have taken the serum, just like Rogers and Bucky Barnes did. Well, that's what the film feels like to me, and it is one that lacks the necessary storytelling serum to sustain the momentum. Brave New World, which at times feels like a Mission Impossible film and at others like a 90s thriller, wants us to care about the events in it, but the whole film feels so hollow. Some of us are bound to ask questions like who's that character, where did he come from, or what is this character from that film doing here? Those who have been closely keeping track of each and every minor character in the Marvel films might find their inclusions in this film cool. However, there is such a big gap between their first appearance and their latest that not every audience member can be expected to recognize them instantly or make immediate associations with the films they earlier appeared in, or maybe get their relevance or the logic behind their inclusion at this point. And I wish some other characters like Isaiah Bradley, for instance, could have been utilized in a much better way. The storytelling in Brave New World feels so sorely devoid of passion and novelty that if anyone stops following the Marvel films from this point onwards, we cannot blame them. It feels like watching a student who has been forced to shift schools way too many times. The two actors who seem to be really enjoying their roles are Harrison Ford and Giancarlo Esposito. I am assuming they found a way to push themselves to get some fun out of this material, aside from the big paycheck, of course. As for the action sequences, they feel like a retread of what we saw before. For example, like that aerial action sequence, which feels like a nod to the first Iron Man. And despite the competent visual effects and CGI work and the vastness of the IMAX format, they fail to generate any excitement. In some areas, for example, a church fight, you cannot blame someone for suspecting whether a high end phone had been used to shoot it. In many places, there is no attempt to make the colors, contrast, or lighting appealing or cinematic. Suffice it to say that Brave New World is undoubtedly one of the worst Marvel entries. So that's my review of Captain America Brave New World. Thanks for watching.